Welcome to the Blue Collar Worker. I'm Dennis, your host, the Blue Collar Worker, and this is another part of my Fibromyalgia edition episode. You know what I mean. And the part I wanted to talk about today was pain. See, people when they think of an injury, when they think of a pain other than a person, they're thinking of an injury, a broken arm, bad back, a pulled muscle, pain with a reason, pain that heals. Fibromyalgia isn't like that. I mean, sometimes I wake up and my shoulders hurt. Tomorrow, my hips. Next day could be my knees, or my hands, my feet. It moves. It doesn't ask permission. It simply decides where it's going to live today and how painful my pain is. Point being is I wake up before even starting my day. I'm at a 2 out of 10. That's a normal day for me. One of the hardest things to explain is this. People ask, where does it hurt? And the honest answer is, everywhere. Not every second, not every minute, but enough that your body never really lets you forget it's there. I mean, imagine having the flu. Not the sniffles, not the man flu, the proper flu, where every muscle aches, your skin almost hurts to touch. Now imagine that feeling doesn't disappear after a week. You learn to live with it over years. Maybe a better way to explain it is you learn to live around it because the pain starts making decisions for you. Can I cut the grass today? Can I carry the shopping bags? Play with family's kids? Go for a walk? Fix my motorbike? I keep fighting my illness. Now, healthy people ask, what do I want to do today? People with fibromyalgia often ask, what will my body allow me to do today? And that's a completely different way of living. I've learned something over the years, the hard way usually, but pain does change you. Not just physically, it changes you mentally. It makes you appreciate good days, because on a good day, you almost feel guilty for enjoying it, because somewhere in the back of your mind, you're wondering, how long will it last? Then the bad days, days where every movement is a negotiation. Roll over, sit up, stand up, walk. No, I'm not trying to teach a dog what to do. I'm kind of trying to teach myself what to do, because these are things people will never even think about, and yet most people would never know, because we have become experts at hiding it. We smile, we laugh, we go to work, we turn up, not because we're pain-free, but because life doesn't stop. I want to tell you about a morning won't forget till the day I die. It was 2010. Yes, 2010. And I knew I was ill. I was trying to handle it the way men do. Just get on with it. Except it had been getting progressively worse. And don't forget, this is before my medication was sorted out. It was gone 2012 before this was sorted. But as usual, the alarm went off, opened my eyes, and I knew. I knew before I'd even moved. I rolled onto my side, tried to get out of bed. I couldn't. Every muscle in my body felt like it was fighting me. I tried again. Nothing. Nothing at all. I just lay there. And during that time, I remember I was virtually crying. Not because I wanted sympathy, not because I was looking for attention. I was crying because I genuinely didn't know how I was going to get out of bed. I wasn't thinking about how I was going to work. I wasn't thinking about paying the bills. I wasn't thinking about anything except how do I stand up? That's how bad it become. I literally flopped out of bed, like rolling, landing on my hands and knees in one go. See, people don't realise this. They think, oh yeah, just tired. No, this wasn't tired. This was a body that simply refused to cooperate. Thankfully, my medication was eventually sorted out. And to be completely honest about that, it hasn't cured me. I live with fibromyalgia every day. I still have pain. As I said, I work with a certain amount of pain every day. I still get the brain fog. I still wake up exhausted. But I honestly believe if my medication hadn't been sorted out, I'd be housebound today. That's how much difference it's made. I also know that there are people watching this who haven't found that balance yet. Some are still searching. Some have tried medication after medication without success. I know I did. It took a while. And I'm not going to tell you about what mine is because everybody's different and it works. Different medications work differently with everyone. You have to find yours. So believe me, my heart genuinely goes out to you because I remember what it was like. That morning in bed wasn't me being lazy. It wasn't me lacking motivation. It wasn't depression. It was fibromyalgia. And that's the hardest thing about an invisible illness. People only see you when you finally get out of bed. They never see the battle it took just to get there. And believe me, that was the day I decided to fight back. As I said, as I said, I decided to fight back. And I'm now in the best way I could describe it is a manageable position. So, if you're watching this and you've never experienced fibromyalgia, just remember the biggest battles aren't always the ones people see. And if you're watching this with fibromyalgia, take this It's just a personal record and a belief that you can keep going through it and be able to keep going, because you're not weak. I'm telling you that now. Because sometimes the hardest thing you'll do all day is just simply to get out of bed. So I want to finish with this. If you know someone living with chronic pain, don't judge them by the smile on their face. Judge them by the strength it takes to wear it. Because sometimes the strongest people you will ever meet are quietly fighting battles you will never see. Barring something else coming up, this will conclude my fibromyalgia section. I want to thank you for listening to me about this. I hope for those of you who don't understand it, you just understand it a little bit more. And for those who have it, I hear you. I see you. I feel you. Take care. Until the next time.